What's good? I feel worthy right now. Please, I don't want to go down. It's not really my range, but hey, we're here for it. Okay, we're going to do an all signs reading for July. So let's start with Aries. What does Aries need to know this July? What is the advice? What is the wisdom? Intelligence is what I heard. I heard intelligence from the spirit. All right. Wow. Okay. Of course. To wait is to expect, to not fret at the delay. Okay. So we're being advised, Aries, to, and this can be Aries, sun, moon, rising, or whatever, you know, your chart. So this month is to wait in royalty mode, like knowing that everything is coming to you in perfect timing, in perfect fashion, in the perfect kind of way, and like fretting about nothing. Like and the part about this is that it's not even necessarily delayed. Sometimes it can be perceived delays, but there is no delay. And this is wisdom that levels up your life. And so as it is written, we can ask for wisdom. We can ask for wisdom. And so we right now ask for wisdom. Spirit of the Most High, please increase our wisdom this month as it levels up our life. Okay, let's say yes and amen. So it is. That card wanted to be here. Shalom. Nothing missing, nothing broken. All right, that is your short and sweet message, Aries. 143. There's love coming in. It doesn't necessarily, fill in whatever kind of love you're open to, but it's like finally that tribe kind of love. Okay. So there's Aries message. Taurus. Let's move on to Taurus. What is the message? What is the divine intelligence? Man, I'm hearing it kind of like that, like divine intelligence. Like this is a CIA, which, okay. If you know, 211 as I looked up. The point is this is like spiritual high level intelligence. Like this is for high level advanced spiritual leaders and you know who you are. And it's funny because the advanced level spiritual leaders don't look like much in the 3D right now because we're all kind of like still undercover. And we might be undercover forever. Like not everybody is going to be seen on the outside by 3D people. But that's like, sometimes that's the intention. Okay. So the divine intelligence, this is like high level spirit, which by the way, go check that other video I just recorded that says you are an advanced, this finds you because you're an advanced spirit or advanced soul, something like that. Go check that one. There's messages in there. Okay, Taurus. Tidal wave and trust the divine, follow your path. So this tidal wave card has to do with a vision that I saw in when I lived in Arizona, actually. And it was the vision was representative of this giant tidal wave that was coming. And it was like the spirit, but it was like a tsunami wave. And it was knocking over all of these barriers. And it was just like one big, and like these walls that it was knocking down were like cement and brick and, strongholds. But this tidal wave was so powerful, it tumbled them as if they were like cardboard boxes. Whew, it's powerful. So trust the divine, follow your path, no matter what the level of like wall that's you see in front of you. You're like, no, trust me. Like financially, this thing is just out of control, and there's no way out, those kinds of like feelings. If you feel like, no, I'm so stuck, I'm so buried, whatever, just know that there's a spiritual tidal wave that is coming. Trust the divine, follow your path, and miracles are pursuing you. Woo! Exciting. Okay. Gemini. What do we have for our Gemini friends? One of my sons is a Gemini, and he is just Mr. Social, such a people person, very sweet and cute. And yeah, I'm an Aries, so it's like we're We're different. But I love it. Oh, hold on. That one wanted to come out. Acknowledge what's stopping you. Okay. Let's see if we can get any, okay, those two wanted to come out. Okay. Acknowledge what's stopping you. We have this slow card. This is for Gemini, and coin in the fish's mouth. So we know that this miracle has to do, okay, I get it already. So there's something that's stopping you because you feel like it's going to take too long to, like, you're like, if I were to do this thing, it's going to take too long to manifest whatever I need, it's going to take too long. It's going to be impossible. And so you feel like it's going to take, like, it's going to be too slow. And then this coin in the fish's mouth card is reminding us of the story where Yeshua like skipped a bunch of steps in the whole, like, go out on a boat, catch fish, then sell fish, then get money, then pay the taxes. And he skipped like all of those first steps, skipped the multiplier of having to catch a lot of fish for the coin. And instead, he just had Peter go catch one fish, had the coin already, and he skipped, like, it was like collapsing timelines. That's what it was. It was like collapsing time. And so anyway, acknowledge if there's anything stopping you in terms of you taking a step in the direction of your divine identity or your divine mission, your divine identity mission. And this whole divine intelligence theme that's been coming through this reading is saying there's going to be some sort of divine timeline collapse on your behalf in your favor to allow you to lay hold of or step into or acquire what you need. So maybe write down what that would look like for you specifically. Write it down as if it's already happened. Be like, and then it happened. Excuse me. What I thought would have taken me years happened in a blink of an eye. This is what happened. And write it down. Use your imagination. Get your thought forms involved. And read it to yourself every day. Okay. Cancer in the mirror. Read it to yourself every day in the mirror. Shout out to everybody that's on my email list. There's some new goodies coming your way. This is the message for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know for the month of July? Envision. Yeah, okay. This is the message. Okay, just kind of what I was just talking about for Gemini. Envision. You are rising above it. Envision rising above it. And utilize envisioning. Utilize, the manifestation practice of visualization to rise above whatever it is that you feel like is in your way. This is not witchcraft where you're trying to manipulate another person's timeline. This is you prophesying to your path in accordance with the alignment of the Most High. And also just resolving any problems that are within your own timeline, okay? You can visualize peace. You can visualize things that are good for the highest good of all, the highest good of all of the ones who have chosen the light. When I say the light, what I mean is like righteousness. These two wanted to come out. Okay, we're here on Leo. Leo. We have inner knowing, manifestation come to fruition. That's it. Okay, that's it. Spirit said that's it. Inner knowing, manifestation come to fruition. You're just being reminded to stick with the confidence of knowing that when you've applied your free will to speak something that is not as though it is, and then surrender it, stick with the inner knowing that it's on its way. Please add yourself to my email list if anything that I just said confused you, because there's some teaching there that I could do, but I'm going to save it because I already have it in written form. And also join Alchemyze, which is $11.11 a month. And it's a membership that comes with a free workshop every single month, a workbook, a reading, and some other supportive whatever Spirit says to share, pretty much. We are at Virgo right now. Virgo. Okay, so Virgo, you may have been divided recently from like people, places, things, because you're being activated. This is a divine activation, and it was intentional, on purpose. And yeah, sorry, it sucks sometimes to be divided from people, places, things that we thought were going with us, but it's divine activation. So Selah. Libra. I very much felt the need to just oh my goodness. These were the last two cards in the deck. Like I'd already gone through this whole pile, and then I had these two, and I felt like the nudge to just grab these two and that these were your cards. And how interesting that it's finisher. Like the last card is finisher and surrender. So Libra, you're being reminded that you're a finisher. And the last step in the process is surrender. So maybe you've been holding on to something that you're really feeling like, like you're wrestling with something in order to try and control it or manipulate it, and it's not all bad. It's like you're trying to be responsible. You're trying to make sure that you don't want to fumble. You don't want to be irresponsible. You want to be a good steward. Like you want to be, so it's all good intentions. But what Spirit's saying is like, you are a finisher, and surrendering is a beautiful part of this process. And it doesn't make you irresponsible to surrender. Wow. That was for Libra, I think. I'm starting to lose track sometimes when I get in the flow. Okay, so where do we have now for Scorpio? This is for Scorpio. Okay, here we go. Okay, interesting. I only take reversals when Spirit says to specifically. So first of all, you are a light to this world, which you're like, yeah, I know. Or maybe you don't know, but you do know, now. Your name is being mentioned in rooms that you're not in, okay? And then I had this one come in reversal. And what I'm hearing is that you do not need to take it. Like, you don't need to go run and do anything. Like, your name is being mentioned in rooms that you're not in, and Spirit has this handled for you. Maybe if this message is for you, there might be some situation where you're like, I don't know if I should like go after it. Like, should I be really like, should I do something in order to be following through 1, 2, 4, 3, or should I just like, and so what I'm hearing is if this message is for you, you'll know it because you've already done your part. Like, let's say you've submitted your resume and your cover letter and you've made that call to follow up. Now you're going to wait, or something like that. And please, by the way, how I just rattled off 1, 2, 4, 3, if you've been seeing 1, 4, 3 or any iteration of 12s or 43s or whatever, like if that resonates with you, then this message is for you. If none of those numbers are related to you right now in this season, and you'll know, then and then you're like looking for a job and you feel like following up, you can follow up. Okay. So that one was a very specific message for the Scorpio, but you're a light to this world. That's all of you. And your names are being mentioned in rooms that you're not in. And you can just visualize it and also script about it. And if anything didn't go quite as planned how you wanted it to, you can use revision technique in a really broad way and just be like, and then everything happened to my highest benefit, or my highest timeline. Spirit led me right into my highest timeline, and everything happened as it should in correlation with my divine identity. Like, that's pretty vague. You're not saying like, and I got the job or I didn't get the job. You can just say it in a way where you're deferring, white butterfly, deferring the resolution to the Spirit in accordance with your highest divine timeline. Hope that makes sense. Sag, this is for Sagittarius. What's the message for Sagittarius? None of those. What's it again? Oh, star. What's it again? I thought I told you I'm a star. Okay, soul tribe's coming in. You're a burning star, of course, right? And it's attracting your soul tribe. Is there anything else? Let me get some more cards, and those weren't it. Is there anything else for Sagittarius to know? Okay, hold on. These ones are it. Deep roots and the camels are arriving in your soul tribe. What I'm hearing too is like the soul tribe might not look like what you expected. They might be like foreign, you know, foreign to you, foreign to what you've been used to in this realm. But their roots, their deep roots, will quickly confirm who they are. Cool. What a great message. All right, Capricorn, what's the message for Capricorn? Oh my gosh, I just dropped a big chunk. Capricorn, what is the message? This one. Water the seeds, for you will appear among them as shining lights, offering them the words of light and life. Water the seeds of your divine identity. You're shifting. You are appearing among them as shining lights. Go check out my most two recent videos. I think that there might be messages in there for you. Light evaporates the darkness. Are you kidding? I mean, of course. But anyway, definitely your mission is secure. I don't know how else to say that. All right, Aquarius. What do we have for Aquarius? What is the message for Aquarius? There it is. Okay, we have inner child, reconciliation, saving the best for last. Oh, I got chills on that for some reason. What does that have to do with anything? The number 4, visualization and new home. What I'm hearing about home is that you're actually creating a new home within yourself for your inner child, within your being. And you're creating this space of reconciliation for your inner child. And it's going to be like this best for last. I just got that chill again when I keep reading saving the best for last. Number 4 has to do with the creation of the material universe. And so grounding, getting your vessel, like your vessel place is the home where you are housing your inner child, and you're creating this reconciliation space within yourself. And this has to do with not only this is a prophetic declaration over like divine health. And it's also an invitation into realizing that healing is possible. Utilize visualization, diet, water, grounding, parasite cleanse. And your inner child is going to be so much more safe in that safe and healthy space in your being. When I hear what Spirit says, sometimes I'm just like, what? I would never think to say these words on my own. You know what I mean? All right, we're here with Pisces. Okay, Pisces. All right, so interesting. You're as cold as ice, willing to sacrifice my love. So what I'm hearing is like your heart has been, for whoever this message is for, like maybe you felt like you've had ice walls around your heart because of the locust season that came through and just like decimated everything. But now you are removing toxic, and the Spirit is leading you in removing toxic. And it's creating this safe haven within yourself. Spirit desires for you to have a safe haven. That's the intention for you, is for you to live in a safe space. What else is there to say about this? Affection. This safe, affectionate space. That's what's intended for you. So if you are not residing there, just keep following the Spirit. Ask the Spirit to lead you out. Ask the Spirit to lead you. And then when you do, stay the course. Allow the Spirit to follow you into a safe haven space of affection. All right. That's our all zodiac signs for the month of July. And please check out the email list, hit subscribe. I would love to see you back here for more messages that are flowed through me. I'm Brittany Sunshyne. This is Seed, Soil, Water. where we align with divine revelation for deeper roots, brighter blooms. So glad you're here. Be blessed, be well, be free.